Welcome everybody to the April 2022 graduation for the MLH prep cohort that just finished. Hello everybody, welcome along. We've got a lot packed today, so I'm just going to let everyone just trickle in. Come say hi in the Twitch chat. I want to see what everyone's up to and how everyone's Friday is going. Friday might be a different place depending on where you are in the world. Let me know how it sounds, let me know how it looks, and then we'll jump into things. But yeah, super excited to be here today. To think that this is the third MLH prep program we have done this year already, and the fact that it's already nearly May is kind of scary, but that means I am super excited to see all of the work that our two pods have done over the last 3 weeks, as well as some of the other cool things and stories that I have to share with all of you. That MLH jacket, it is pretty cool. There you go. I do permanently live in this jacket. It is confirmed. I did order them because I thought they looked cool. So if you see someone wearing an MLH Fellowship jacket, tell them it looks cool. Way in the chat asking when he's getting his jacket. One day. Looks like we've got most of everybody here now, which is fantastic. Now, we're going to be hearing from a number of our fellows as well as a number of our pod leaders on their experiences during the program and all the amazing things that they've learnt during the past 3 weeks. Now, I'm going to be diving into the stuff that you've all built as well, because I'm curious. I've not actually looked in a huge amount of detail. I've obviously opened the web pages, so doesn't really count. And I do actually have the web pages just up on my laptop, so we'll have a little look at what they look like in just a little bit. But I am curious, what do people learn from prep? How people feeling? People feeling pretty good? Feeling like they know React? Don't know React? Feel like they know less? Curious. Got a few first time chatters, love to see it. Welcome. Excellent. I think before we jump into things, we'll give a quick overview of prep, what prep actually is, hear from a number of our pod leaders on their experience, and then we'll have a look at what you've all been working on. So to begin with, prep. What is prep? You're probably wondering. Great question. MLH Prep is a 3-week program designed to help people gain the skills they need to work in teams collaboratively, not only together, in a online, but globally with time zones and stuff. And so at the end of the prep, and I'm sure, let me know in the Twitch chat if you feel this way, you now feel pretty comfortable working on a code base that it's not like your code originally, it's like an existing code that you're adding to with other people's code in there as well. You're comfortable collaborating with multiple people where there's going to be breaking changes, and you know how to use GitHub effectively to communicate what you're doing. Now, they may not seem like that big of a deal, but trust me, those skills are crucial when it comes to being a software developer. Big companies like, the big lot of Fang, or is it now called Mang because Facebook's now called Meta? I'll let you decide in the Twitch chat. But, companies like that, they have a lot of people, and if they don't know how to work together, they're not going to be able to build the big products that they do. And so these are very, very valuable skills. More people in the chat, love to see it. Now, we split the program into 2 chunks. The first week is the portfolio site to get everyone warmed up with how GitHub works and how to, just get to know each other. We have a portfolio site, which is a chance for people to, see, express themselves. And actually, let's have a quick look. Now you can hear me. Let's try that one more time. But yeah, as you can see here, we've got a pretty cool portfolio site. It doesn't show a lot. It's got my cool face on it. Who wouldn't love this guy? But yeah, the idea is it's a great opportunity to express yourselves, helps you understand, what it's like working in a team. Get to know the people you're going to be working with without having to get too into the technical side. And then we move on to, in week 2 and 3, into the project, which at the moment is a React app that uses a weather API to display what the weather is like in the location that you type in. Now, at the moment, it is not the most fantastic looking thing in the world, as you can see. This project, if I type in, I'm in the UK, so let's type in London. It tells me the location. Every single time I type, it's trying to make another request, which is, let's just say rate limits us. not ideal, but it's pretty cool, and it uses a React hook to be able to make those changes without needing like an enter button. So it's kind of cool to see React here, but it's a very basic website. It is only about 20 lines of code, so lots of room for expansion here and possibility. So we'll be looking at some of that stuff as well. Let's have a look in the Twitch chat, see what people are saying. You're not audible anymore. Hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully I have fixed my audio issues. Apparently you can't do as much prep as I had hoped, but we're here now and everything is sorted. But I think it's time to hear from a number of our pod leaders on their experiences helping you learn and grow over the last 3 weeks, and then we'll jump into the projects. Let's hear it from them.
Hi everyone, my name is Marc and I'm one of the pod leaders that worked with the April Prep program. I'm really excited to welcome everybody to this graduation, and I wanted to take a moment to congratulate all of our fellows for the hard work that they put in over the last 3 weeks. I'm really excited to have everybody see what they have been working on during their program with the portfolio project and with the React project. And to the fellows, I just wanted to acknowledge all of your hard work and really take a moment to celebrate everything that you have done over the last 3 weeks. In that short period of time, you have managed to take 2 really basic projects and turn them into something super creative and really cool. All of this while collaborating across time zones, managing different work and school schedules, and learning React, and maybe for some of you, learning how to contribute with GitHub for the first time. Despite all of those challenges, you have all made some amazing progress, and you've created some really fantastic finished products that I can't wait to share with everybody. So congratulations. I'm proud to see all of the work that my pod has done, and I really can't wait to see what the other pod has been up to over the last 3 weeks.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marc. Really appreciate it. As you can hear, Marc is pretty impressed with all of the work that 22.3, that is 3.2 has done. Now let's hear it from Yashika on what she thinks of all of the amazing stuff that you've done over the last 3 weeks. Let's hear it.
Congratulations on graduation. It has been a tremendous growth over the past 3 weeks where you guys worked on new projects, new tech stack, and learned a lot of new things. Some of you worked with version control and GitHub for the first time, and others just leveled up their knowledge working on new things and new concepts. It has been a very fruitful journey seeing you guys working on different things and growing and collaborating. The lightning talks, the pair programming, the code reviews, everything has been amazing. And the way that people gave feedback to each other, worked on things together, worked on the issues together, solved bugs together. It has been very nice to see that. And I think these are some of the skills that would be very, very useful for you when you're going to work on like any startup or any other bigger company, or moving forward, this is just going to be very useful for you. And I think given that you have spent 3 weeks learning different things, improving your communication skills and soft skills and everything else, I think it's like a better opportunity to keep that momentum going on and contribute to open source projects, maybe apply for advanced tracks and work on like bigger and complex projects. I think the knowledge that you have gained throughout the 3 weeks with the prep program, that is going to be very useful for you, and you can leverage that forever. The experience, I believe, has been very nice for you all, and I wish you all the very best for your upcoming career achievements and everything that you're going to work on. Good luck on that, and again, great work throughout the 3 weeks. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Yashika. Really appreciate the kind words. Now, let's jump into the portfolio site to see what you've all been working on. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little crazy what you can achieve in just 1 week. So let's have a look and see what it's been up to. So let's jump into this. What are we working with? So all of you started with this template to begin with, and it is important to reflect on this, right? you can get carried away with like the next thing, always trying to focus on the next thing. But it's really important just to take a step back sometimes and take a look at what you've already achieved. I'm terrible at doing it, which is why I'm encouraging you all to do it. So hopefully I can get in the habit of doing it too. But just 3 weeks ago, you got given this website. Now let's just break this down. It's using Jekyll, and using Jekyll means it's got some cool templating, which means all these little cards with the names just get like generated using a loop. Pretty cool. We've got some faces, we've got the pod name, a logo. Now, don't know if anyone realized, but if you were, let's just turn this into a mobile web. Ooh, it's not really working, is it? Ooh, I don't really know. It's not really, it's not particularly mobile responsive. I mean, if we make it a little wider, it kind of works on like an iPad. Let's have a look what an iPad would look like. I'm not quite on an iPad mini. Maybe on an iPad Air. Yeah, just about. If we rotated it, it would work. I've made it worse. Anyway, you get the idea. It's not particularly responsive, isn't going to look great on a phone. Kind of important because portfolio sites can be viewed on anything. That's the whole point of the internet. So, and also just doesn't really say much. You may not even realize, but you can click on these blocks and it will tell you stuff, but again, not overly clear. So let's have a look to see what 22.3.1 did. Now, the software Simbars, is that how you pronounce it? Let me know in the Twitch chat so I can correct myself. As a lot of you know, I am terrible at pronouncing things. So if you can help me, that's kind of punny. I didn't say the word pronouncing correctly. But yeah, if you know, anything I'm saying wrong, let me know in the chat. I want to hear. But already just looking at this is completely different. We've got people's names, we've got their location, we've got their GitHub, their Twitter, their LinkedIn, and even their CV. It's pretty impressive stuff. And you can see we've got a load of people here based out of India, someone out of USA, someone in Kenya. That's very cool. And again, at the bottom here, we can see them all on a map. Now, it's worth noting that I suggested a few ideas for the fellows to build. Now, they were right ideas. They're nothing to shake a stick at, but you've come up with some pretty cool suggestions yourselves, and I must say I do like them. Now, it's currently about 5 p.m. in the UK. I can very much see the daylight. Thank you, daylight saving. So I'm going to quickly put on my dark mode, and boom. Look at that, that was seamless. Look at how nice the dark theme looks on this site. That is very, very, very good. I didn't even know you could do dark themes on websites. That's seamless with the system. I am impressed. That is very, very cool. So yeah, we've got the dark theme on here. Now we've got Meet the Pod. Now what does this do? Oh, it just scrolls us down. We've got the projects. And again, already I can see that there's so much more here. Okay, we've got our best friend, Laura Ipson. We gotta love a good bit of Laura Ipson. But look at this. It's already looking way better. And there's a button to get back to the homepage. Something that I am lacking a little bit on my my little template here. No way to get back home unless you click the logo, but it's not overly clear. And they swapped it for the MLH prep logo. Thank you. They're not the same thing. So it's a good job. A bit of consistency is key, right? We've got the same colors and the same logos everywhere. Just give the Netlify site just a second to reload. Boom. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm really impressed by this. And you can see where everyone's located. It's a pretty global pod, actually. Got someone in Mexico and someone in Bangladesh, is this? Do let me know in the chat if I got the country wrong. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. Now I'm going to use, this is Yashika's pod, I want to say. I wonder if she's on here. No, she's not added herself. Shame. You'll see the amount of commits people have done. Now, hopefully you've done this the cool way, which is it automatically like gets that data and you're not hard coding it. But I won't have a look. I won't look under the hood too much. But yeah, this is the very, very cool portfolio site from the cool people at 22.3. Ooh, that loading animation was pretty sweet, I must say. I am a fan. Very, very cool. Yeah, you should all be super proud of yourselves. That is a lot of work that's gone into just 1 week. Now, I am going to quickly bring up the GitHub repository. I'm not going to, expose myself for my messy GitHub. It's not pretty, I'm not going to lie. But I'm curious to see how many commits everyone has had, because something like this is a lot of work. Let's have a quick look. So we've got the portfolio site here, and as you can see, we've got a whole 177 commits. That is insane. And 45 pull requests. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Not all of them merged, but a good chunk of them merged. Yeah, you should all be really, really proud of yourselves. Like, wow, That is a lot of amazing stuff. Now, if you did 45 pull requests in a week, what on earth are you going to do in 2 weeks on the project? But we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, this portfolio site is looking really nice. I must say, good work, everyone. I must say this is really, really impressive. Especially because a lot of you did not know Jekyll. Ooh, what on earth is this? Oh, it's like a bunch of a bunch of commit messages. But yeah, last commit 22 hours ago. It looks like a few people were adding their socials and stuff. And we can see they've got GitHub actions going on here with a contribution count. Thank you. This is amazing. Basically, what this will do is every time someone makes a new contribution, it will update a Jekyll file, if I'm not correct, a YAML file here, maybe? Yeah, it updates the commit messages, the issues, and the reviews. Very cool that you got this implemented. I saw this in the March prep as well. Very, very cool. So, let's have a look at what 22.P3.2 did. Now, this pod looks very cool as well. Let's just jump straight into it. As you can see, this is already very cool. Oh, it's doing stuff. Yeah, this is incredible to see. I mean, as you can see here, we've got, again, the locations, we've got social handles again, so you can reach out to people. We've got a light dark theme. I love the transition. Oh, and it changes the image at the top. I like that a lot. That's very nice. Meet the pod, projects, blog, locate the pod. Oh, and we've got a map here. What's this using? I have no idea. Don't think I've seen this one. Normally people use, it's using here. That's another one. I want to say TomTom uses here. I don't know. Can't remember. But I know that a couple of companies use here. A lot of people like to use OpenStreetMap. I know that's a popular one amongst the crowd. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. I love the images we've got here for the things. Oh yeah, we've got a back button. We've got a footer as well. Very, very cool. And a button to go back to the top with a nice little transition. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So again, this is awesome to see. And I must say, like, damn. That is some impressive stuff that you should all be super duper proud of. But yeah, that's the portfolio site from week 1. Now let's hear it from a number of our fellows on their experiences being part of MLH Prep. We're going to hear from 2 of them right now, and then we'll hear from some more in a little bit. Let's hear from them.
My name is Arteev. I'm from Jammu and Kashmir, India. I got selected for MLH Prep Fellowship for the month of April, and I got to interact with other fellows all over the world, got to learn from their experiences, got to learn and work in a team, got to interact with the pod leaders, basically was working in an environment which I feel like was the real job scenario for me, and it helped me in upskilling myself while helping me to push forward and learn different technologies like Jekyll and React. And I was really amazed how fellows helped me whenever I faced a problem, and the pod leaders were like, the support from them was like never ending, and I look forward to apply for 12 weeks fellowship this summer. Bye bye.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Hopefully we can see you again this summer in the 12-week fellowship. It is going to be one of our biggest cohorts. And again, because you've all done MLH prep, you do get your chances of getting into the full program is very, very high. So I can't remember the number. Amanda from our admissions team had it, but you should totally check that out. Now, let's have a look at the project. So as a lot of you know, in week 2 and 3, you spent time working on a React project. Now, I mean, it's not terrible. Like, I've written better code. That's all I'm gonna say. But if I type in locations like Cambridge, but I want the UK one, it's a bit fiddly. Oh, I didn't even know what I meant. There we go. It's cool. It's very simple. It doesn't do a lot. What can you do in 2 weeks to turn this into a fully fledged app that you can actually make use of? That's what I want to hear. And so let's have a look to see what that's all about. But before we do, let's hear from one more of our fellows on their experiences during the fellowship.
I'm an ethics in the pre-final year of undergraduation pursuing BTech from India. I'm an open source contributor and have contributed to many of the repositories in now. But being in MLH was a main part of my big achievement of my life. like this spring, got to learn about various technologies and got to like collaborate with different people out there, and that was truly amazing. And so every developers look for building MLH in one day or another. So I was the lucky one who got in this spring, and that was really amazing. From having certain meetings, from having certain one-on-one sessions with the board mates, and from having the stand-ups, the experience was truly great. I was invited to talk for a lightning talk during the stand-ups. So that was truly amazing. I gave back to the community that how Devil works and being a part of a Devil as I'm serving as a Devil engineer right now. So like it really brings me um motivation and to give back to the community in form of anything. I got to know about the art, that how it works, how the framework works, and that was a truly major challenge for me to learn a new technology in MLH. But by the God grace, I am collaborating with different people, and that's how I got to learn about React, like from solving issues together and solving various bugs. The experience was great. So I will cherish these moments in my coming years right now too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. That story really touches me. It's really amazing to see how people can give back to the community and, can really level up their skills in just 3 weeks. Again, thank you for sharing that story. Really appreciate it. And I can see you chatting in the Twitch chat, which is awesome to see. If you are here, please come say hi in the Twitch chat. I want to see what you're all doing, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. You hyped? You excited? Let us know. Let's jump into our React tab. So, I should. So, some of you are very clever, I must say. You're very, very clever. And, what would you want from a project that can tell you the weather? You probably want it to tell you your location. Now, I don't really fancy doxing myself right now, so I do appreciate the gesture, but I am gonna have to. Let's just put New York in. That's where we. Ooh. Okay, I've finished doxing myself, but let's have a look at this project. This is 22.p3.1. As you can see, I put in this is a huge step up. Like, there's so much different about this one. All of a sudden, you've got a map, we've got a background, we've got like so much more data, the longitude, the latitude. We've got the conditions, we've got the temperature. It's currently in degrees centigrade, because I'm cool and I like degrees centigrade. I know a lot of you like Fahrenheit for some reason. Why? But if you are one of those people who does prefer Fahrenheit, you can turn that on. Wait a second. Oh, there we go. It was already showing me degrees centigrade, but I can easily swap it using a nice React hook. And I can see what the temperature range is going to be. Fahrenheit means nothing to me. I'm so sorry. We can also see daily or an hourly forecast. Ooh, this is pretty sweet. I must say, I am a fan. I can see very clearly, and I've got a music podcast. A music forecast, right. What on earth is a music forecast? Please let me know in the Twitch chat. I'm going to open the Twitch chat now. What on earth is a music forecast? Let's have a little vote. Does it mean something to boogie to in the rain? Or is it something to bring up your mood if it's raining? I'm curious, because I've never heard of a music forecast. I know that people in prep have done stuff with music, but I want to know what your interpretation of a music forecast is. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look. So, I don't want to get copyright striked. Oh, look at this. It's giving me music. Maybe I should listen to some Dua Lipa later. Maybe. I don't even know what music forecast I hit. Pop, was it? And I can do a grid. Oh, Spotify playlist. Look at this. Sunny day, pop. Nice. Did someone sit down and make 100 Spotify playlists just for this app? If so, fair play to you. Fair play. So that's not just all of it. It does tell you your actual location if you click this button. Again, I'm a smart cookie. I'm not going to press that button. But tell me what the weather is. Very cool. I was a bit worried then for a second. The news. What on earth does the news do? Or does it not do that part? Songs, we got the songs, and the weather visualize. I'm sorry. What on earth? I'm sorry, what is this? What on earth am I looking at? Is that New York? I have no idea. What am I looking at? Oh, this is San Francisco. I should have known this. And San Francisco is renowned for fog. I'm sorry, what am I looking at? I've broken it now. It doesn't like me. Let's not dox myself. Oh, nearly did. And so in theory, this is showing me San Francisco. Is it? How do I make it like not as flat? Oh yeah, I see now. I see how this could be San Francisco. Sorry, this is just very, very cool. Dua Lipa to relieve our moods. Nice. I can make it... wow, I can actually see what the weather's going to be like. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted to do. Because now I can zoom out a little bit. Sorry, I didn't even know this was a thing. So that's the Oakland Bridge, I believe. I went to a conference here not too long ago, so I'm familiar somewhat. There's the Golden Gate Bridge, everyone's favorite. It's looking a little flat, but let's put some fog. It just makes the screen white. Love it. Wow, that is very, very cool. That is not what I expected at all. And I can change the time of day, which basically just makes it darker or brighter. Oh, that's very cool. I was actually in San Francisco on the 15th of March. That's very cool. I can guarantee it did not look like, where's the fog button? It didn't look like that. I can assure you that. Well, that is 22.p3.1. That is very cool. Thank you for sharing. That is not what I expected, but I do like the tool. Let me know what tool you use to do the 3D visualization. Very, very cool. Let's jump into our next React app of the day. This is 22.p3.2. Now, I think it's trying to find my location. I am going to just type in New York so I don't dox myself. There we go. That seems to work. Oh, damn. Let's have a look at this. Look at this. This is very cool. So I've got a map. I've got all of the information I can need. Oh, I can even do Kelvin. I like it. I'm not sure how useful that is to people, but I can appreciate it. So we've got Fahrenheit and Celsius as well. And then we've got the hourly forecast. As you can see here. Oh, I broke it. Oh, no. I broke it. Whoops. How do I fix it? It doesn't like me. I broke it. Telling me to bring sun cream and sunglasses and a cap because it's going to be sunny. I burn really easily, so that is good advice. It's a login. Hold up. I can create an account? I don't know. Fellowship at MLH.io? Let's try it. Password. Sign up. Is it going to make me do a confirmation email? Because if it is, then we have a problem because Alright, I'm in. Panic. Right, let me put New York in. For context, it does do a very nice little drop down to help you choose your location. So, you know, fair play. Can I add stuff? So the temperature's working again. I can add 7 p.m. Oh, ooh, that transition is nice. And it will just remember the stuff to my my location. Let me know in the Twitch chat what the login's for. I think this is very cool. That I like the cards. It's all very nicely laid out. If I make it narrower, is it going to break? Oh, it actually doesn't. Wow, you can tell I didn't write it. I do like it. Yeah, that's one thing I should probably mention, that this is not the most responsive thing in the world as you make it narrower. Yeah. Oh, speaking of San Francisco, how do you, there you go. There's San Francisco. That's a photo I took there, in case you're curious. But yeah, it is a bit of an improvement, I must say, over the thing that I built. This is really cool. I must say, I love the fact that it's accessible. You've got all of the different types of units for those of you like me who like Celsius, and for those of you in the US who like Fahrenheit for some reason. I still don't understand why, but you do you. You know, options is key. Giving people the option to choose what they want is key. But yeah, I must say, both of these are incredibly amazing. Like, they're so different to the original one in just 2 weeks. Now, let's have a quick look at what people actually... Let's have a look at the repositories. I want to see how much code was written, because this doesn't feel like something that would be done quickly. Wow. I've just opened 22.p3.2. First of all, that README is like beautiful. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. Instructions, the collaborators. Nice photo of Marc. Love it. Love it. Got some nice photos of people. Are these pulling directly from your GitHubs? Because I recognize some of these. I love the instructions. It's really, really good to see. And we have 275 commits. What on earth? 23 pull requests. A load of issues. Wow, you want to add some more stuff? Again, I love it suggesting all these features. It's so cool. Let's have a quick look at 22.p3.1. Again, 70 commits. That's still quite a lot. Yeah, this is the right one. And we've got nice letter of set instructions. Very cool to see. We've got 46 pull requests. That's kind of mad. A few of them probably had a few little merge conflicts, because if you get one merged in, then you get an issue. It's not ideal, really, is it? But wow, that is a lot of pull requests. And we've got some GitHub actions going on here. What's this? Oh, we've got some tests. I mean, it's just building it, but like, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate a good test. Let's have a look at the Twitch chat. What are people saying? Cool feature. Site is looking great. I think that was awesome. I must say, that is some incredible work, and you should all spend the weekend reflecting on that. Think of all of the things you've done. Not only have you created some incredible code and you've learned how to work in a team. You've met new people. You made a new, friendships. And I recommend you connect with everyone on LinkedIn. These people you meet now are going to be part of your network for years. You may not see it now, and I don't even realize this now myself, but you'll be looking at these people for, you'll be helping each other out in years to come. You don't even realize it yet. Speaking of each other, let's hear it from two more of our fellows on their experiences in the MLH fellowship. Let's hear it from them.
My favorite part to be an MLH prep student was getting to do the one-on-ones with individuals in my pod who were around the world. The experience and the learning that I have gained from the fellowship will always stick with me. This program had made me even more confident about my skills and my learning opportunities. And this provided me the platform to connect with people from various different backgrounds with different sort of tech stacks. I learned how to collaborate with people across different time zones and brainstorm on the problems to be solved. Everyone was working really, really hard, which inspired me to work more harder and give my very best. Thank you, MLH, for the wonderful opportunity. Happy hacking.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Glad that the opportunity was valuable and it's something that you can really gain from. Again, hope to see you back here soon. But let's hear it from one more fellow on their experiences. I love hearing these stories, and I hope you do too.
I'm Mayank, and I was a part of the MLH Prep Fellowship this April. There were two projects that I worked on. One was to create a portfolio for the pod, and the other was to create a weather web application. So before the fellowship, I knew technical things, but I didn't really have any experience of collaborating with people. I learned a lot from my podmates during this fellowship. I learned how we can collaborate over code and do pair programming. And on the technical side, I learned how the GitHub workflows work and how we can use them in our projects efficiently. About big achievements, I don't know if this is big, but before this, I never reviewed someone else's code and helped people resolve their issues. So this was something significant for me. And what I got out of this fellowship was the experience of collaborating with people from different parts of the world and getting to know a lot of things from them. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for sharing again. It does sort of conclude the MLH prep graduation for April 2022. But I have a few things to go through. Wei, one of our pod leaders, he asked me to to write down this information. He gave me this note. He like posted it to me. I don't know what it means. Does anyone know what this means? I don't know. Maybe that's useful to you. I don't know. Is it? Is it not? Let me know. But there it is one last time. Let me know if that is something that you can make use of. It's on a cool bit of Lego paper in case that's something that you're curious about. I don't know. Maybe it's useful. Maybe it's not. I'm going to just put this back on the table. I think I'm supposed to hold it up for the next graduation too. So spoiler alert, that might be useful for some of you as well. And again, I would love to read about some of your experiences. I've heard just a few stories in those quick videos, but you should totally tweet about your experiences and write about them on dev.to and Medium using the hashtag MLHgrad. I should have written it down. Damn it. I will do that in a second. But yes, if you want to, I'm going to type it in the Twitch chat actually, MLHgrad. Write your experiences, tweet them with the hashtag MLHgrad so we can see them. We want to hear about how we are doing. We want to hear what you're up to. So make sure you do that. And then lastly, but not least, it's going to sound really boring, but there's a few little surveys that we might have sent you. Got one more this week. We should have sent it earlier today. I'd really appreciate it if you can get that completed before the end of the day, just so we can hear about your experiences and make sure we can impact more people in the future. It should only take you not very long at all. So please make sure you get that sorted. Otherwise your pod leaders will be nagging you, and no one wants a pod leader to be nagging them. I sure don't. So yeah, definitely make sure you get those done. But there's one thing I think I've just forgotten. What could it be? Remember I asked you all in Discord to post about your experiences? Remember that? No? No, you don't? Well, it might be in a class photo. So, let's see what that class photo looks like now all the photos are together. Awesome. Well, that is the class of April 2022. Again, I want to say thank you to everyone for coming along. And there is the hashtag. I wrote it down. Ignore the fact that it says it. The whatever this means. Ignore that it says. Ooh. Come on, camera. There we go. So there you go. Wait, what are you talking about? Stop talking about the CTF. What's that got to do with this? Nothing. But we are going to be running a CTF though, if you're curious, on Discord. It's starting today properly, and we'll be running a few challenges over the weekend. So if you're looking to just kind of like have a little fun time with some of your fellows, compete and maybe get a prize, maybe, then check that out on Discord. Way's going to be hanging out in there if you've got any questions. Again, let's see that class photo one last time before we wrap things up. But remember, we are going to be doing the spring 2022 graduation in just under 20 minutes right here. So check that out. We want to see some of you are actually going to be featured in it. So yeah, check it out. And yeah, let's look at that class photo one last time. Excellent. Well, thank you again, everybody, for coming along. You've all done incredibly well, and you should all be super duper proud of yourselves. Again, I'm excited to see what you all do in your career in the next few steps, but hopefully we'll see a couple of you come back later in the summer for the summer program this year. If not, connect with us on LinkedIn, share experiences with hashtag MLHgrad. There we go. Oh, for goodness sake, come on. There we go. Make sure you share experiences, and again, I will see you all shortly for the spring 2022 graduation in just about 15 minutes. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. Really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations.